Welcome, everybody. I'm going to try and keep an eye on my mic levels and the background levels. And April's here too, obviously.
Hello, hello.
No, we were not talking yet. I was still getting April settled in. But this
Yeah.
warning is extremely important. It's extremely important. So when I launched the game to make sure everything was like screen recording properly and this came up, I was like, I'm going to leave this up as the intro because it is extremely important. It gets a little graphic, fancy big graphic, and it has, well, you'll see. But this is important. Does April sound okay? I guess April would have to talk to know
I guess, yeah. I was patiently waiting till you got the content warning
that.
out of the
Yeah.
way. So,
Oh boy. I think that as artists and creators in general, like writing styles and stuff, like this is just, it's interesting. It's very interesting. Uh huh. Yeah. Well, there. You'll see. You'll see. Every run that you go through, and you're the intention is usually to die. Um, and then you
but
come
inventive
back,
ways.
yeah, in a different way every time, and yeah, it's parallel timelines, it's different scenarios, it's very well done. But also this little pointer hand, that's our fingies, and the game does this thing where it presents you with a mirror frequently, but you never really know what you look like in your entirety. I think we might find out in the end, but I'm leaning Griffin. There's too many feathers and
Yeah,
scales for me.
some type of bird creature.
Yep. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Is it though? Because, like. I turned you down last
Feels
night.
like Psycho X energy.
Yeah, for real. For freaking real. So we play a main character. We're just the hero, but we don't ever really, we just make the decisions, and there's other voices that kind of guide us along the way. So
So these are our dissociations.
yes,
Welcome.
yes. Chapter 1: The
No,
Hero and the Princess. Now here's the good thing:
You're on a path
they
in the
narrate.
woods.
they
At the
read.
end of that
Yes.
path is a cabin,
Stanley Parable.
and in the
Make sure
basement
Right.
of that
it's turned up all
cabin
the way.
is a princess.
It is. Does it sound okay? Because it's important. I don't want to read today.
I am gonna have to read because if I turn it up, we're gonna have some
Mhm.
issues because you're gonna hear yourself. So
Yeah.
I can read it, no worries.
The narrator audio is quieter. All right, let's see if we can turn up the narrator at all. I hit settings, preferences, maybe? Jeez. Music.
Sound volume, voice volume.
Yeah, that's up all the way. The music's good, but maybe if I do that a little bit lower. I can turn it up, but the problem is it's under desktop audio, which is with April. So I'll just have to fluctuate it during conversations and stuff. So we'll go ahead and create our first save file. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of these. There's A through Q, automatic and quicks, and then there's infinite, I think, of these because it doesn't just stop at 9. There's pages of save files. That's kind of defeats the whole purpose of the game, though, in my opinion, because you're supposed to continue forward and die. But the narration, I mean, she's already seen somebody else play this, but the narration is one of my favorite parts of the game.
You're here to slay her.
Yeah.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
All right, so we have tons of options. We have explore. The end of the world, what are you talking about? We have another explore option. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Now, these will all change. There's quite a few of them. Some of them you'll be able to do over and over again. Also, I turn around and leave. I always like to do that in the beginning because there's always like a fucking ending for that. But the other options are just as funny. Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing it. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? I know, right?
Oh my. I'm in between that one and the next one. Sweet. I always wanted to
so
Viva La. And then what's
yeah. So what I found is the ones with the Explore tab. Yeah.
Yes.
The ones with the Explore tab, though, we get to continue talking. Ones without it take us towards the cabin and continue the line. But these two are fucking funny, too. The sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la Revolution. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do.
Oh, no. I'm stuck in between sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. But also, what was that other one up there that I liked? Scroll up a little bit.
Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Yeah, that one.
Of course I have.
It's an explore, so it pads
Nobody
out the story.
wants the world to end.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
I mean, maybe some people do.
Have you lived in this
Nihilists
current?
or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
I'm a very, very evil people. Uh-oh.
Ooh, I see what I did there. Give me just a second. This new mic is fucking me up because I can turn it up and it actually turns the sound up for you guys. And then she talks and I have her turned up and it's extra loud. So it's like that. But blew my eardrums out. There we go.
Should be very quiet. I
Yeah.
can be very
I can adjust it. I just forgot why I had you turned on in the first place because I'm a dummy. Ooh, and I love the art style too. All right, so we can explore more. The end of the world, what are you talking about? We've already gone through all of these. Now, if we want to go ahead and go to Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch, Viva la Revolution, we can do that.
That's the spirit.
No, that one's just my favorite.
We'll just
You
get
make
through
your
that
way up
ending
the
first.
short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further.
Path. That looks freaking long.
I know, right?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
So we don't have a voice. Our voice only comes in the responses. The voice of a hero is like our inner monologue throughout the whole thing, which makes it even extra interesting, I think. But
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Whee! Oh, we have to proceed to the cabin. And it will start to knock things off the list as we do it. And we'll do this many, many times before we get all the endings. So.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Well, we already know. April's gonna make me grab this blade.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Protection is important.
So we can enter the basement without the blade, but it seems like we're gonna go straight into slaying her the first time. So we'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Yeah.
It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I also don't think that you have to slay her with it in your hand down there, but I have found that it's interesting to have it. Also, look at our little mouse thing. I didn't notice that on his. Now I have a hand with a knife in it.
Yeah.
So all we can do here is enter the basement. Now this room and stuff
The
will
door
change.
to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I don't know, Mr. Narrator. This looks pretty nice to me.
Her voice carries up the
I
stairs.
mean, it's a roof over your head if it rains, man.
Yeah.
Who's there?
And her voice gets me every time. Who's there? And you're
She
like,
sounds
yeah.
dangerous.
No, she doesn't.
It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
She does not sound dangerous unless you don't like doing it. Jesus.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
All right. This is where shit gets funny because we're here to kill her. And we can actually do, hi, just checking in on you. Or, hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Or we can just enter silently. But I think I know what April wants to do.
I mean, honesty is the best policy.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Oh, God. Why is it hot?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Maybe we didn't want to surprise her, okay? Unless it's a date.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Okay, just one chain this time.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Also, they bring up a really good
Focus on the
point.
task at hand.
In one of these, they're like, what the fuck has she been eating?
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
I mean,
Souls?
window.
Does she just catch birds and eat them?
Yeah.
You weren't kidding when you said you're here to kill me, and our options are... What? No way. Why would you even think that? Or, yeah, it wasn't a joke. I haven't decided yet, or I'm just here to talk. Or you can just step forward. What are we thinking here, April?
I am decided. Let me see.
The top one cracks me the fuck up. No way.
I'm like, nah. I just have a knife in my hand.
Nah.
What are you talking about?
I have no idea. My goodness, music, you really are loud sometimes. I'll turn you down a little.
Stuck between just go for it or like hold on, what was the other one?
The jokey one where you're like, what? No way.
Or I haven't decided yet.
Okay, we'll go with I haven't decided
Either
yet.
steal my nerves or haven't decided yet. Those are the two.
Let's. I mean, are we trying to just kill her this run, or do we want to try and weasel some stuff out of her?
I mean, we could go for the straight shot.
All right,
Straight
let's
kill.
do
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
God. I don't
I'm
know.
probably chained up in this basement for a reason,
This
right?
knife right here.
And if
We
that
just-
knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
That is very true.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's very snaky sometimes.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
So I do think that slaying her right away is a good way to start figuring out what's going on. But we do have some explore options here. What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? Or, I'm sorry, can we just talk? We can also do, I'm not dropping the blade, which is not an explore option. We can drop the blade, or we can just kill her.
Like, we said we were going straight shot, but is getting some information good?
It
Like-
usually does help kind of flush it out a little bit, and it is good to hit all of these at some time. So I don't know if these will come up in another playthrough or not. It's not mandatory, no. But it doesn't stop us from killing her straight away. I don't think she hears us talking to the narrator.
So, jeez. I mean, I do kind of, like I said, I like going the idea for the straight shot, but I'm kind of like, are you sure she doesn't?
I'm positive.
She's giving me vibes like she.
Yeah.
I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Okay, so she doesn't have a weapon, so that's cleared.
Why don't you drop the knife
No.
and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
She might.
Yeah. We can just say I'm not dropping the blade, or we can just kill her. Or we can drop the blade, but that's not our pathing this time, so.
No, we're not dropping. We ain't dropping shit.
So do we want to just stab her or tell her we're not dropping it and see what response we get?
I mean, they're both. I mean, just tell her we're not dropping it.
Okay.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Okay, well, if you're not talking to us, then I'm just going to stab you, okay? Squinted the princess while holding onto the blade. Wants us to narrow our eyes at her. Fine, and I guess we're at an impasse. I'm telling you, Mark's playthrough was very precise and clinical, but you can really fuck around in this game. I think we should slay her. I think we're getting into a corner here where it's probably best to just murderize her.
Yeah, it seems like it's.
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck.
Because we asked that, I bet this is the only time she would have one.
Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
So now I have to hurry up and murder her? Finish the job.
With the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
I haven't seen this one.
I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
No.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
We died.
Aww.
Which happens over and over and over in this game.
Rip.
Yep, the Razor, Chapter 2. This is one I haven't seen
You're
yet.
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
Ooh, I
is a
wonder what
princess.
split personality we're gonna get.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. So this is where the explore stuff gets really interesting. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. But I died. What am I doing here? She's gonna kill me again, but I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again? Or proceed to the cabin or turn around. So I think one of those options is going to give us our split personality. So which one do you want to pick?
I don't know, the deja vu one's kind of interesting.
I think it is too. And it feels like we might get the cynical
A terrible
one.
sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
Liar!
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's
Cheated!
a crock of shit.
Yeah!
She's just got to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Ooh.
I haven't seen this one yet. This is cool.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
She wasn't last time, buddy.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't.
And she absolutely did.
But it turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us to death.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons. So there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just
love
fine.
the split personalities. They're my favorite. Yep, well, turns out she did. This is more than just deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened. Is our only explore option? Do we want to pick it just to get it out of the way?
Yeah.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. Like I said, we've just met for the first time, you and I.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother to do anything? Or proceed to the cabin or turn around and leave?
Huh.
We could
I'm enjoying challenging the
I think
narrator.
I love
Those
pissing
are
the
two
narrator off.
very
It's one of my
different
favorite
questions,
things.
but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Indulge me then, dear narrator.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Okay, we're assuming.
If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to
No,
me.
we did listen to you.
We did exactly what you said.
And we got stabbed for our efforts.
Sounds to me like you probably had some kind of elaborate nightmare. In which case, I shouldn't be held accountable for what supposedly happened.
Sir, there was no nightmare. I died.
Audacity.
The audacity.
Congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right.
Hey, Ash.
Hey, Ash.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
What actions? We stabbed her.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
I don't know. I still died.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
I'm still trying to figure that out, Mr. Narrator.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
I don't know.
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
I don't disagree with that.
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else.
I don't trust this narrator. I haven't from the jump.
She just caught us by surprise last time. She can't do that twice. So long as we're careful, we can win this. That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
All right. Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
He's so annoyed with us. All right.
We need some information.
So we have 3 options here. We killed each other last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again? All she did last time around was stab me to death. How can someone like that in the world? And who locked her in the basement? What is this place? I think the last one is probably the most important to the story itself. Maybe the other 2 will come back.
Locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods.
What woods?
Don't overcomplicate things.
What if I want to? Okay.
There's people.
So we still have the first 2, but they've added a new 3rd one. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me? And then we still have the first.
More story central.
Definitely does.
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because
we're special. We're special.
You're
that's
the
why.
only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
So it was in the Hall of Prophecies?
Oh,
A Harry Potter pen?
I didn't know we were special.
Oh,
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
because I'm sacrificial? I
If
don't
anyone's
know.
special here, it's her. That was a nasty trick she pulled on us.
Get the short straw.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think.
You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me? Is the 3rd one now. You want to poke the bear some more, or do we want to keep going?
No, let's poke it.
Let's poke
I've
it.
told you everything you need to know.
These claws are
Going
made
into
for
more detail will
poking.
just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
No.
You didn't tell us
not
about her
answer
knife
anything.
last time, though.
Mm-mm.
That's because she's unarmed. And more than that, it's because there wasn't a last
Yes,
time.
there was. You fucking bitch. Okay, so we're out of third options. We only have the first two. I guess I could just pick top, bottom, and then hope it does give me a million follow-up questions.
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Oh, and don't get stabbed while you're at it.
Thanks, cheated. Thank you.
She just can. But she's still only a princess. You're fully up to the task you've been given, so long as you remember that.
All right. So we
Great.
did clear
Now, if
all
you
of
don't
the
mind,
exploration
the whole
there,
world
which
is
may be
waiting with
helpful.
bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
I don't think so.
We've still found out zero information.
A
He's
warning
so fucking
before you go
cryptic,
any further.
dude.
She will lie.
Yeah.
Could be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
So now I'm pissed off at him, and I feel like we should be nice to
We
the
know what
princess.
to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
Maybe we seduce her.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Yeah, we can go that route this time.
All right, let's see what our cabin looks like.
Yeah.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of
Oh,
warped
dear
wood and broken
God.
boards, their splintered
Oh, no.
edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Oh boy. See, and this is where the mirror comes in, and he acts like he can't see
The
it.
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. This cabin is different than last time. Approach the mirror, take the blade, or enter the basement.
I'm very interested about that mirror.
Yeah, do we want to ask him about it and approach it if he says the same shit he's
That's
always going
because
to?
there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the
Yeah.
table, and the door to
Yeah.
the basement. There's nothing else in here.
There is.
There's
Oh.
definitely a mirror.
Oh, now he's trying to gaslight.
There isn't.
I'm
Can you
looking
two
at
stop
it.
arguing? It's stressful enough in here without all of this extra noise.
Cheated's funny. I care. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. Or I care about whether or not I'm being lied to. Or you're right, it doesn't matter. In chat, you can throw in your votes on these two. Which one do you want, April?
I kind of like that. I want to look at myself.
All
I care
right,
less
you
about that and more
narcissist.
about
Let's
whether we're
see.
being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us? I'm not lying to
I mean,
you.
that was just
Use
a
your
close
eyes. There
second.
is
Shut up,
no
you.
mirror.
Yeah.
Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
It doesn't feel meaningless, okay? We're gonna approach it.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
Love how fucking
This really isn't funny.
wipe it clean.
You reach
Look at our
forward and
fucking
rub your
hands.
hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
Now it's gone.
Very.
Yet another
birdie
thing in here
bird.
playing tricks on us. I hate
Very
this
birdie.
place.
All right.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past
It's
life
not
nonsense.
ridiculous.
You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Sure have.
So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
I don't believe you. Let's take this fucking
You
blade,
take the
though.
blade from the table.
We pissed her off, and
It
this
will
is
be
chapter
difficult
2.
to slay
I'm
the
not
princess
risking
and
it.
save the world without a weapon.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to
Oh,
us.
jeez. Cheated wants vengeance. He's like, let's ruin her.
Yeah.
The door to the basement
Oh,
creaks open,
holy
revealing
hell.
what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall.
What the fuck? It looks like if you were to, like, hollow out the inside of a tree trunk. Those aren't
The
even
air
stairs.
seeping up from below has an almost metallic
Yeah,
quality
no.
to it, like the smell of
Those are,
fresh
like,
blood.
Just
And
jagged.
you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Okay, that one I don't disagree on.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
She does sound like she's walking around down there with a fucking scythe or something.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head.
This never ends well. And this was called what? The razor?
Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I'm nervous.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
Oh, God.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she's not hot anymore. She almost sounds like you've put it on a record player and, like, slowed it down a little.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
Uh-oh.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Hey, the window is on the ceiling this time.
I wonder if she remembers us.
That's what I was looking. I was like, is that a window?
Mm-hmm.
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us,
Her hands
but
are
she
behind her
can't
back.
hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
Well, how else are we gonna stab her?
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
Okay.
What are you waiting for?
God.
You are here to rescue me, right?
It's like slightly distorted. Ugh. Okay, so we have a couple explore options here. Wow, a lot of explore options here. Holy shit.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wow.
If I come close to you, you're just going to stab me, aren't you? Or, do you remember what happened last time? Or, I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it. Or, I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now. Oh, shit. Can we talk things through? I don't have the key. We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again. Look, I know you're mad at me, but I think we just need to let bygones be bygones. What happened after you died last time? What if we're both honest with each other? Nobody has to die. There's just so much. What are we thinking here? We can just slay her.
So many good ones.
I know. Oh, fine. I'm coming closer, but don't stab me. Like, what are you going to do if I let you out? Nobody has to die. That's pretty much it. I mean, it looks like there's a ton, but there's only like 10 probably. We could ask her questions about last time if we really wanted to.
That was my kind of first inclination. Like, do you remember what happened last time? Like,
Let's see.
Last time,
confirm,
if
so I'm
somebody
not
came into
crazy.
my house and tried to kill me and I cut his neck open and then he stabbed me in the heart and we both died looking in
Jesus.
each other's eyes, well, surely I would remember that.
You do remember. How sweet of you. Shit. I'll let you read that. I'm sure it's just on your screen.
Yeah.
For fuck's
Okay.
sake.
But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
Oh my god.
All right. Okay.
There you go again, talking up delusions about a past life experience that clearly didn't happen.
Listen, you
Bro, you just told me in I can't even get the words out. I'm so frustrated. You just told me exactly what I did.
word for word how we both died, but you don't remember shit?
Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember.
Clearly.
Right? Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
Okay, so now you're lying to me too. Alright. But that's exactly what happened, so you do remember it. Let's
Would
check.
I just lie?
Yes.
Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again?
Yes.
I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count. Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
I wonder if that's true. I wonder if the more we explore, the worse the death is. What was the other one? Oh, we killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again was the other one associated with that. Because I
Why
think...
are we asking? Oh, because she's asking if we can let her out.
But if we killed each other, then why
What if
are
we
we
tell her we
here,
don't have
right
teeth?
now? Both of
We'll
us
do that
normal
too,
and
yeah.
unstabbed.
I want to do that.
Okay. I don't have the key. There it is.
Oh, you don't. Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
Dude!
I have absolutely zero doubts
Okay,
that
just
she
kidding.
is going to stab us if
Well,
we
I do
get
think
close
it's good
to
we're
her.
exhausting our explorers here, because I don't think there's a chance in hell we don't both die here, right?
She certainly feels
Yeah.
threatening.
I feel like our
We
loop,
fucked up.
is in like a Romeo
up.
Just because
Juliet
she's
loop right
acting
now.
like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
Her hands have been behind her back this whole time, the narrator. There is a knife back. The chapter's called The Razor, okay?
But you know who is armed?
Yeah.
You,
Pretty sure
but
she's
are nervous. All the more
That's
reason to
weapon.
jump into the
Right?
deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
I don't know, dude. I feel like... Okay, if
the
I just
narrator's
come
the
close
villain.
to you, you're gonna stab me, aren't you? I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it. I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious. Can we just talk things through? Look, I know that you're mad at me, but I think we just need to let bygones be bygones. What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world. You slashed my throat last time. I don't think any of these other ones. They're like
I
freeing
don't think
her.
she's gonna let bygones be bygones.
I don't think
that's
so
going to
either.
occur.
I think that if we're both
I don't
honest
really
with each
like
other
the first
one.
one.
And I don't either. I like the what if we're both honest with each other. I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you slashed my throat last time. Or we could just
Scroll
try to
up
kill
again.
her. Oop.
Let's see.
Can we?
I want to see the top ones again. I do like that one.
This one, the
The what
suspicious
if.
one.
The suspicious one is pretty good too.
Okay. Those are the top
Because
three.
she's being sussy McGee right now.
Yeah, because the top three are if I come close to you, you're just going to stab me, aren't you? And I know you have a knife. If you let it drop, I'll let you out of here. Or I'd like to trust you, but you're being so sus right now.
Yeah. I'm thinking the sus. I mean, because like hell, she's gonna drop whatever she's got. Yeah. So like hell, she's gonna drop it.
At this stage, we are kind of stuck with the consequences of chapter 1. We betrayed her and stabbed her instead of just dying, I guess. So we'll do the sus one, and then we'll see where that takes us.
So rude of you,
See if it
passing
gives us
judgments
an
on strangers
ethical
you've
one
never
again.
met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh?
You already are. You want to stab me, even though I'm
Silly
a new
little
me.
bird face thinks he's so serious
Yeah,
coming
bird
down here, but
face.
doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me.
We're a phoenix. Ooh, that would be fun.
I bet you
Oh, that
didn't
would be
like that,
fun.
did you?
Every time.
I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide
All
you're
right,
ready
Actually,
to
it's
deal with
pretty
her? We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now?
Oh my god.
You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk. Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No, I have my dignity.
They argue non-stop, and it's hilarious.
Fine, and we'll continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I think we're at the point now where we should just try to slay her. Do you just want to say screw it and try and slay her and see what happens? We're probably going to die here, honestly, but that's fine.
Yeah, it just depends on how we're gonna die. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we can try. I mean,
it's the only other one that we might want to do is the slash their throat thing, because we still didn't kill her. We're not trying to make up with her right now. So the other ones are just like, if I come close to you, you're just gonna stab me. Like, we know she's gonna do that. So the only other one may be, what if we're both honest with each other? But honestly, I think we should just slay her and see what happens. We've stood here, we've asked enough questions that this is going to be a particularly brutal death, I'm sure. Oh boy.
Yeah.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room.
Uh-oh. Nervous.
Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back.
I don't think so.
I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second.
I don't either. It's cute.
But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through
that's
meat.
what I figured. Although I've seen the good quote-unquote endings for these.
Whose meat?
I think I prefer this.
Not ours, right?
Not our meat? Was it somebody else's meat?
Hers, at first.
Uh-oh.
Then yours.
Oh God, what'd she do?
Hee.
How? What did she even hit us with?
Your
You
own
stare
blade?
down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with. And then a red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago. It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb.
I don't know.
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
I love cheated.
You're going to die now.
Before
Yes. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
So this is only our second ending. It's technically our first hard ending and our second chapter ending. And that is already brutal. Holy crap. We're in chapter 3.
Yeah.
The arms race.
You're on a path in the woods.
What the
No,
fuck?
Fuck that. If we're going to have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
Oh.
I think we picked the best one first.
What? I feel dizzy.
Oh, I skipped something. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I clicked it twice. Okay, so this is our new cabin.
Oh.
This one has like a dozen of them, and it all adds up to a big backstory that I've never seen yet, so I'm excited for that. So we do still have the blade, but the only entrance we have now is the mirror.
I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I?
That's why.
Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards
No,
now?
cheated. You don't get to make choices.
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore.
Oh God.
We have to fight.
Good.
Hunted.
It's better that
Stubborn's
way.
here too.
Without a fight, no one can win, and if no one can win, then nothing has any
I think our
meaning.
personalities just snap.
It's stubborn.
Great. So obviously you've already been here. How many times?
Just once.
This is our
Our third.
Personalities are coming out.
Mm-hmm.
No wonder
There
things
is an
have fallen
ending
apart.
for each
You
of
do
those.
realize that every time you fail, she escapes, and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
You lied to us twice in a row and we got stabbed.
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility. Nah, impossibly
I'm
high
trying to
stakes
think
make
that
the
the
fight
narrator
so
is the
much better.
I think the narrator's the villain.
Let's just stay focused, shall we?
But I have no idea for sure.
The only furniture of note is a bent
Yeah.
metal table, a pristine
Definitely
blade perched.
sassy.
We take it.
Is Cheated really walking
Okay,
us? Oh
sure.
my
You
god.
take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
man.
This feels right.
This is the first
We
time
just
a
have to keep
voice
our
has been
senses sharp.
in the driver's seat.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually. We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Do we though?
save this. Because this is wild.
That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one.
Could we?
I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors
There's
are,
no
right?
door!
But there isn't a door. It's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror.
I hate
You really
him.
messed things
I
up,
hate
didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
I hate him. There's a mirror there. There's no door.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
I don't know how I like
If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on.
Uh-oh. Approach the mirror is our only option. Oh, we actually get
You
to
make
make
your
a
way
decision?
to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Okay.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Alright. Every time we
You
wipe
reach forward
it...
and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open.
Oh god.
And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
Such a smart ass.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
I guess so, but who's putting that fucking mirror here every time?
Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before, and I care about it even less now. Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs.
What the
They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Okay.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
I like her dress this time. I like the bold, triangular shoulders.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Okay, so do you want us to slay you, weirdo?
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again.
180.
Yeah.
Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival. Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
You're not wrong, Cheated, but I don't know that we can win because those look like blades.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Doesn't
Plenty
it?
bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire
Like if
world
we get
to
near her
ruin.
and she spins,
People there mattered.
Yeah, we're done.
we're done for. Those look like straight up knife blades
The
to me.
past isn't real. There's only here and now. Your internal bickering is cut
All
short
right,
by the
not
wet
what I
sound
was
of slicing
expecting.
meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades,
Yeah.
glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The
It's
chain
horrific.
clatters to the floor. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
Okay.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Well, I'm not gonna come willingly, you psychopath.
Shit.
Yeah,
She's
come
coming
on.
for us, and I'm out of
Bring it.
ideas.
We're gonna unconditionally
Oh.
surrender. I know that's easy. I'm gonna try flirting with her. She has swords for arms, and we don't. We're panicking. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. All of these ideas suck. Think of something better. I mean, the other ones are we're gonna fight her again or try to appeal to her authority. What do you want to do here? I think it's over for us either way, but that's the intention of the game. So now we just have to figure out how we want to end it.
Yeah.
Look at this. We found an ending that I haven't seen anyone do yet. This lady has blades for arms. And she murdered us with a thigh blade in chapter 2.
That sounds incredible.
It was incredible. And it's, I don't know, April picked.
A
and
thigh blade?
Yeah, it came out of her leg and just She had her hands behind her back, so we thought she was holding a knife.
That's hot.
What do we do? Look at this one is my. She has swords for arms, and we're panicking.
And we don't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try flirting with her.
Yeah, that one's funny. Oh, that's easy. I'm gonna flirt with her.
All these ideas suck. Think of something better.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get a new option?
I don't. Probably not. She probably kills us before we have a chance to think about it. She's vicious this time. We got cheated though. And
I
it's
am
fucking funny.
I'm not going to appeal to her authority. I'm sorry.
The only one I really like is she has swords for arms and we don't. We're panicking, but she's probably gonna kill us if we do that. But all of these ideas suck.
That one.
Yeah.
I would want to do that one.
She wins by killing us. Let's beat her to it.
All right, let's do that one then.
No, that's a terrible idea.
Too late.
A win's a win. Screw it, we've already died twice. What's a third?
She picked. She wins by killing us, so let's beat her to it.
A
So we'll
third
see.
is a third. It's bad. Who cares? Fine. You raise your blade above your head.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, this is new. What are you going to do? Are you really going to stab yourself? Neat.
She has a weird reverberated and slightly slowed down voice. It's creepy as shit.
And then you skewer yourself. Ow. Are we still here? Can we not actually off ourselves? Boo!
I guess that meant we were killing ourselves, not her.
Huh. That didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I
Oh,
thought.
the contrarian just showed up.
Oh, a new one of us.
You didn't die.
I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die?
I think we're just as confused.
Added to the
We'd
fucking
know if we
family.
died. Right?
We just added a voice
You're
in
not-
chapter 3.
No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
Yeah, I don't know either, dude.
I don't like that we died without us knowing it. This really, really
Wait a minute,
blurs
he's
some
the
lines that I
narrator.
prefer
Isn't he
not to be
supposed to know
blurred.
where the hell I am?
Are we still
I would
dead?
think
Are we
so.
alive again? How are we even supposed to know the difference?
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
No, but we tried to kill her and she stabbed us. So what do you want from me?
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
Her pointy ass teeth freak me out.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay.
All I
Whatever we
heard
do
is she
gets
likes
us another us.
Yo.
Let's see
Yo.
how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her. We don't need any other voices chattering
God.
about in here. It'll just confuse us. All we need is to keep
So they think
fighting.
if we just keep dying, we'll
Yeah,
get more
I'll
voices.
pass on that. As long as we keep moving.
I'm
Who cares about getting better than her?
That has
Let's do
become
something
obvious.
weird.
Okay,
Like,
very-
really,
This is our first
really
movie.
weird.
I'm on board with the contrarian here. Who cares about getting better than her? Let's just do something weird. Like really, really weird.
Come on, show me something new.
What could I possibly show someone with knife arms that's new? Okay. We're going to fight her again, and we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it so she can't hurt us and we can't let ourselves feel it. We don't want to appeal to her authority. Unconditional surrender sounds shit. We can still flirt. We could still panic, or these ideas think of something else. Apparently killing ourselves didn't get us out of this ending, so... Do you want to do the panicking?
I think so.
See what
Like,
happens.
We thought our last one was gonna work, and then now it's not so working.
Oh my god! It doesn't work and she kills you. And again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
Just panic. Flee.
Paranoid's here now.
She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
We're literally just stacking. Broken.
It's all the same.
We're literally just
She
stacking.
skewers you.
Holy shit, I've never seen this before.
Oh,
Freaking
don't
end
give
up
up on
with
me
so
just
many
yet.
people.
You gotta keep going.
How many knife arms does she have now?
Do you see that? We almost had her.
Girl, she is
That was luck.
Edwina Scissorhands.
We only have to get
man.
lucky once.
We're very true. We only have to get lucky once.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades.
Smitten!
There's nothing better than a capable woman.
I love Smitten.
She
Such a
skewers
simp.
you.
You're cute.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
This is a wild ending.
Okay, let's go again. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
Cold as.
She skewers you.
Why do we keep coming
Ooh,
back?
Not bad. Real tough.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll
Opportunist.
listen to reason.
All of these have their own separate little paths you can go on.
She skewers you. We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it?
These are a lot.
One last time. You're right. One last time. That's all we need. None of this is working. Think.
Skeptic.
Think. She skewers you.
This is exhausting. Can
And
we
then
die?
everything goes dark.
Thank you.
And you die.
Jesus. I never thought I'd wish for death. Oh. Chapter 4.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin and we'll take it from here.
Cheetah just was like, shut the fuck up.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
I don't know how I feel about
Oh,
this.
what if we throw it out the window?
Chill out, contrarian.
Over my dead body. That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Oh my goodness.
Besides, what better way to die
Oh,
so
my
very
goodness.
many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
Sharp arms, buddy.
I'm sure I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to
cold.
accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good.
Okay.
This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them.
I love that Cheated is still in the driver's seat, though.
Leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and
Oh my
towards
God.
our
I really wish
destined
they'd stop
final
taking over,
encounter
though.
with our star-crossed lover. Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine. I'll just shut up then and speed this whole
I
thing
wish
along.
you would shut up, narrator.
Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
Good.
Don't care. Just want to win. Fine. You make your
Oh,
way to the
dear
basement,
God.
where the princess awaits you.
This is a cave. This isn't a basement.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together.
This is wild.
But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
She just wants to keep murdering us forever.
I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Oh no.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth
Oh,
it though.
no.
Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Oh no.
Are you going to say what she does?
Oh
It's a
no.
blade now.
Oh no.
Do you want me to talk now?
Shut up, narrator.
Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
We pissed him off.
Here we go. Now.
Uh-oh.
The princess's
God.
skin twists,
Oh, no.
splitting into red
No, 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 no,
blooms
no,
of
no, no,
raw
no.
meat as it stretches and tears.
No?
And then it erupts.
Ew.
She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room
April,
is a
what have you
skeleton
done?
of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage.
What
of
have you
chest.
done? Look at it. It's like evil Groot root. I can hear the heartbeat. Can we please just...
Are you ready for what comes next?
No, but I am ready for this to be over because just look at it. Is there any part of her that is not a knife other than the heart?
Holy shit!
What have you done?
She's gorgeous. Absolutely
Exactly,
divine.
hero. Holy shit.
Yes, behold the perfect woman.
Oh my god. Two simps?
Do you
Stop
think
it.
we can throw her out the window?
Oh,
That looked painful.
that did not look good.
How is she still alive?
I don't know.
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up.
I agree, Paranoid. There's no way this is real.
She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it? This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
I feel the same way.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
Oh, they're all screaming. I know you can't hear it, but I have to empty my mind.
What just happened?
'cause-
It's so
That's the only thing
quiet.
there.
Yeah. Him too. Get out of here,
Something
narrator.
feels different about you. It almost makes me
Yeah,
feel different.
I-
Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
Oh. Oh.
Mm-mm.
You do not act, and yet through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapon clashes again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endless building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and her strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending.
Aw.
So this is the cut of one root, basically, when she gets absorbed into the ether like that. You do not get to see each other die. Something has taken her away, and it has left something else in her place. Approach the mirror. Fucking mirror, dude. And you do so. Gaze at your reflection. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you! I fucking hope so. You are alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. So this is where we meet her in this form. And all of these forms we can talk to, we can ask them about their existence, and this is our opportunity to ask the true her questions. So we have to approach her. This is the first time I've seen her in such a
Something
belligerent
finds me in
form.
the long quiet and brings me the
Alice.
gift of a fragile vessel.
Yeah, come here.
That's so weird. It's so weird.
We got through that chapter. She is just knives and a heart now.
And a
And it
bunch
was
of
a good
hands.
ending.
This vessel.
Now she's
Yep.
a bunch of hands.
Yeah, the hands prop her up. I don't quite understand them, but they do something to support whatever creature we vanquish each time.
Ugh.
It's a fragile vessel this time. So we get to ask her all kinds of questions, but the one that is really helpful is...
Have you asked about the narrator yet?
Not yet. Oh, it's not here yet. It's what do you think about this vessel? But I think we have to ask her other questions first. So we can start at the top and just go...
Was this the first time you've seen the
Yeah.
hands being?
Yeah, this is wild. I don't know. April made some great choices. And we ended up talking in circles until she was just fed up with our shit. And then she knifed us for 4 chapters.
Sounds awesome.
And we had a ton of like people entering our mind
Without dying.
Yeah.
That's cool. Sounds like
The
you
whole
found a
family.
Yeah, the whole fucking
Crazy
family.
route.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole.
I am solitary lights
When you're
in
here,
an
your
empty
family.
city.
Yep.
What are you?
Okay. I'm solitary,
Solitary
lights in an empty city. What are you?
City.
Oh boy.
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
Okay. Right now you're just knives, lady. What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
I think you're talking to whatever creature this is, but it communicates through the
Yeah.
vessel you give them.
The gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is sharp and single-minded.
Yeah, sharp.
She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart.
She don't fuck around.
Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to
Yeah,
be.
you're supposed to be bringing whatever this creature is, princesses.
Okay, we'll keep asking.
Ooh, are you the
How
princess?
can the world have ended if we are talking?
Yeah. Sometimes she, You wanted to see this one? Are you the
Yeah, I wanna
princess?
see that.
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
This entity's always so cryptic,
Yeah, the
dude.
whole time I've just interpreted it as like this is what's in charge, but the narrator is separate from it.
Yeah. But were you always the princess, or are you just making yourself
You
a part
speak
of the
in
princess?
circles. Does it matter where
I
one
speak in
thing
circles.
begins and another ends?
Okay.
Yes, it does matter. 100%.
It does. Okay, so we do have a couple other things. We can say let her out of there, but we weren't really in love with her, so that's not really a thing. Do you know the narrator? We could inquire about the narrator. Are you what sent me?
That.
You want to do that one?
Okay.
Okay.
I kind of want
You are the only thing I have ever known.
So she doesn't have any association with the
The
narrator.
space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Okay. Let's try this one.
I have only just now stirred to consciousness.
Okay.
I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
So she wasn't aware of anything until we made our first path. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Okay, so we are in multiple worlds for this.
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Okay, so I think we might have been in love at some point. What happens now?
Nothing as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
Apparently, we're reaching all of them, and you're murdering me in most
no
of
exit,
them.
but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can
like
make you
Groundhog
forget,
Day, but worse.
if only you
Yeah.
believe her to be able to.
Okay, she can make you forget.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole. And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
So that's the
She wants
gimmick.
more perspective.
Yup. So you can
She wants
ask her.
sacrifice it.
Yeah. Okay, make me forget.
Damn it.
Okay, I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
I don't believe that, man. She exploded. You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help
How
you?
can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
So fucking cryptic. How many more pieces do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
So I do think that you only have to complete 4 total arcs for her to be completed, but I wonder if you can complete 4 different ones and get different versions of her completed. How much will I forget?
Everything.
Oh,
Until
That's rude.
I have not lived. Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
That's rude. Alright, so we'll let her make us
She
forget.
asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
So that was one route. It does look like it takes roughly an hour and a half.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yeah.
And at the end of that path
The real
is a
say
cabin.
this princess
And in the
starts
basement
here,
of that
you'll know
cabin-
when you see it. Okay. So I think this is a good place to start. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that you haven't eaten yet and that you need to go have dinner.
And that would be accurate.
Okay. Well, I had fun with this. I know that we've both seen other people play
Yeah.
it. It's very intriguing to me because you can watch someone like Markiplier play it, and he has such an interesting play style, and I like watching it. But I do think that there are so many endings that I've just already seen one that I haven't seen on anybody else's playthrough. So I think it's interesting. And we'll go back to A Date with Death sometime when my throat doesn't hurt and I feel like talking. So,
Yeah.
anyways,
This was cool.
I think
This was
it's really
really
cool. You sounded a little skeptical when I brought it up because you said you fell asleep, and I was like, oh man, I hope this isn't boring for her. But I think
No, I tend to take my I have night medication
Yeah.
that I take, so I take it, and then like I fall asleep and not even know I'm falling asleep, so I fell asleep while watching that.
it's so
So
good.
it wasn't that it was boring. It was just that my meds kicked in. It was-
Yeah, I do that too. I'll be like listening to a oh, what the fuck? Yeah, I'll be like listening to like Bailey Sarian or one of the lawyer podcasts that I listen to, and I'll pass out too, and I'll wake up and I'll be like, Jack the Ripper, what? Like, I turn it off, damn
Yeah.
it. But yeah, I like it. It does have multiple endings. I think it's fairly inexpensive on Steam. I think it's only like $10. And there's literally infinite ways that you could play this. So I just think it's very cool.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to do another couple of
Yeah.
for sure.
It's definitely fun.
For sure.
This background keeps changing and I like it. And I wonder if there's something hidden in it. So yeah, there's 4 chapters for each hard ending. There are instances where you're thrust back to the beginning immediately. I think a lot of people probably get the most boring dry ending first, which is where you just run in and Slayer, and then you're stuck in this cabin in the void forever, and your prize is like peace or happiness, but you're bored out of your fucking mind, so eventually you just kill yourself anyway. And that's like the goodest ending, the goodest of all good endings, but in my opinion, that's the worst ending. The simping one is really, really nice. It's sweet. It is very sweet, and she ends up having to do some nasty things just to be sweet. But I'm gonna try and do that one too, just to level things out. But I'd like to try and get ones that I've never seen before. So we'll see what we do. But yeah.
Well,
Anyway,
we did pretty well this time, I think.
we did, because that was a wild ending.
Quite a bit of people crammed into that last one.
I do think the more exploring you do, the more fatal the ending is for you.
Do we know how many people that there are? Like how many?
I don't know. You know, that's probably
personalities?
how many voices are there.
I'd be very interested to know because we've gotten at least 15 of them by now. We've had 11.
It
A
comes
lot of
up.
them.
How many voices in Slay the... And there's only 2 voice actors in here.
That's crazy.
Let's see here. List
Feels
of
very-
voices.
The narrator feels very Stanley Parable.
So we have broken, cheated, cold, contrarian, hero, hunted, opportunist, paranoid, skeptic, smitten, and stubborn. Those are the ones
You
that...
got all of those.
Yeah, so, but each of those has their own playthrough, where the last one you will get the split where they all show up, but we did the cheated one this time. So, anyways.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Thanks, guys, so much for watching. We will see you next week. Bye-bye.